The royal family just made a grand return for Easter. But not everything was as perfect as it looked. Behind the smiles, the waves, and the cheers, there were subtle moments that left royal watchers asking one big question. What's really going on behind palace doors? It all began with a moment that instantly caught attention. King Charles III and Queen Camilla made their entrance last at St. George's Chapel. And that timing wasn't random. As the crowd waited, anticipation built. Then suddenly, cheers erupted with one voice shouting, "God bless the King." It felt powerful, almost symbolic, a reminder of who now stands at the top. But even in that moment of unity, some couldn't help but notice. Something felt slightly different this year. And then came the moment everyone had been waiting for. Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, stepped into view, and the energy completely shifted. The crowd lit up. Cheers grew louder. Because this wasn't just another appearance. This was a comeback. After missing the past 2 Easter services, their return carried emotional weight. Reports say last year was a family choice, but the year before came during Catherine's cancer diagnosis. And suddenly, this simple walk into church felt like something much bigger. A quiet sign of strength, of recovery, of resilience. But that was only the beginning. Because as they walked forward, it wasn't just the couple drawing attention. It was the next generation. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis stepped alongside their parents, instantly becoming the center of attention. And then it happened. Charlotte turned and waved to the crowd. A small gesture, but one that instantly melts hearts every time. Moments like this are reshaping how people see the monarchy. Less distant, more human, more relatable. But while the spotlight was shining on them, others were noticeably missing. And that's where things start to get interesting. Because several familiar faces were completely absent this year. Prince Andrew, Sarah Ferguson, Princess Beatrice, and Princess Eugenie were nowhere to be seen. Officially, it's been said they had alternative plans. But online, that explanation didn't satisfy everyone. Fans began speculating almost immediately. Was it just a coincidence? Or something more? Because lingering in the background is a story the royal family can't seem to escape. Prince Andrew has remained under intense scrutiny for years, with ongoing controversy tied to his past connections with Jeffrey Epstein. He has denied wrongdoing, but the damage to public perception has been hard to shake. Reports claim the monarchy has been quietly distancing itself. And his absence from such a visible family event? For many, it didn't feel accidental. It felt calculated. A move to protect the image of the crown. But even that wasn't the only unusual detail. Because despite the importance of the day, something else stood out. The Easter service, held at the historic St. George's Chapel, is traditionally seen as a major royal moment. Yet this year, there was no Easter message from the king. No official statement. And that silence didn't go unnoticed. Especially since just days earlier, the king had taken part in the Maundy Thursday service, presenting symbolic gifts and emphasizing duty and service. So why stay quiet now? Some believe it was intentional, keeping the focus on family unity rather than formal duty. But others think there may be more behind that decision. And then, beyond the royal drama, the day took a more serious turn. For the first time, Sarah Mullally delivered the Easter sermon, using the moment to call for peace amid rising global tensions. Her words echoed far beyond the chapel walls, referencing ongoing conflict and urging an end to violence. It was a reminder that even in moments of tradition and celebration, the world outside is anything but calm. And maybe that's what makes this entire event so fascinating. On the surface, it looked like a perfect royal gathering. Smiles, waves, tradition. But underneath, comebacks after hardship, strategic absences, lingering controversies, and quiet decisions that left more questions than answers. Because the real story isn't just who showed up, it's who didn't and why. So now the question is the royal family stronger than ever, or more divided than they want us to see?